Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you guys are enjoying the content that we're throwing up. And make sure you guys hit the like button if you enjoy the video. And yeah, let's begin. What's going on, guys? This is Rob, and on today's episode of Beyond Omega Level, we are going to discuss what may possibly be the most powerful version of the Hulk that you've never heard of. This is the Blue Hulk. So this version of the Hulk first appeared in Captain Universe, The Incredible Hulk #1, written by Jay Faber and drawn by Carlos Magno in 2005. Not only is this his first appearance, but it's also his only appearance. So this is a very short-lived character, but one that is nonetheless immensely powerful. And come on, it's a Blue Hulk, man, so we have to cover it. So this issue opens with Bruce Banner alone in the wilderness with his foot caught in a bear trap. Now the pain he feels triggers his transformation into the Hulk, who rips the bear trap off and is immediately visited by a floating blue orb that tells the Hulk it means him no harm but needs the assistance of Bruce Banner. Now the Hulk initially refuses to allow Banner to retake control, but the orb turns the Hulk blue and manipulates his emotions to calm him down and causes him to revert back to Banner. And it's here that we learn the orb is actually the Unipower. Now, if you're not familiar with the Unipower, it is a seemingly limitless source of cosmic power that bonds with those of noble spirit in times of crisis, granting them nearly unlimited power and basically transforms them into a cosmic superhero known as Captain Universe. Now, the power is bonded with several characters in the Marvel Universe, including Bruce Banner, who recognized the power as it had once bonded with him to split him from the Hulk in an attempt to rid himself of what he viewed as a curse. Obviously, it didn't work, but Banner is excited to have another try. Now, the Unipower informs him that the reason for his visit is different this time, as the power itself has been compromised and is in a weakened state. And so the Unipower seeks to bond with the Hulk and replicate his power, and also wants Banner's assistance in finding a scientist named Dr. Gilbert Wiles, Earth's foremost expert on the Unipower, to try and figure out why it is weakening. And so Banner is initially hesitant to help because Dr. Wiles is in Manhattan and he's afraid that if he turns into the Hulk, he'll be a threat to all the people there, and we learn the reason that he's in the wilderness is to be far enough away from civilization that nobody will get hurt if he transforms. And so after receiving assurance from the Unipower that the Hulk ego is being repressed, Banner goes to Manhattan and finds Dr. Wiles. Now, wanting to conceal his true identity, Banner introduces himself to Dr. Wiles as Bruce Barnes, who's looking for information about the Unipower. Shortly thereafter, they're joined by Dr. David Garrett, who says he's bankrolling Wiles' research in hopes that unlocking the secret of the Unipower will be beneficial for mankind. Suddenly, Garrett gets a call from agents from Advanced Idea Mechanics that are on board a submarine that inform Garrett that the Unipower is currently inside Banner. Meanwhile, Wiles tells Garrett that he was also once the host of the Unipower when a plane he was on was hijacked, and he was able to use his powers to thwart the hijackers and safely land the plane. Then, as swiftly as it had arrived, the power left him and had been searching for more knowledge of it ever since. Now, Garrett then announces that he knows of the Unipower's presence within Banner and fires a beam at him that drives the Unipower from Banner. Hulk, of course, then takes over and is immediately attacked by two robots that were flanking Garrett. Now, once the AIM agents realize who they're dealing with, they open up their entire arsenal to fight the Hulk, including weapons that had not yet been tested. And so Hulk quickly gains the upper hand, but is soon overpowered by the robots, who hit him with a beam of some energy that appears to cause him great distress. However, the Unipower reappears and merges with the Hulk again, and once again turns him into the blue version of the Hulk. Now, with the powers of Captain Universe, Hulk remarks, "Now Hulk is really the strongest one there is," suggesting that his power level far surpasses any power that he's ever encountered. Hulk easily defeats the robots that were attacking him and turns around to see the body of David Garrett with Dr. Wiles standing over him. Now, Hulk concludes that Wiles has killed Garrett, which he thinks was the right thing to do, obviously, but Wiles informs him that it was actually the bonding process between the Unipower and the Hulk that produced a flash of energy that killed Garrett. And so as the police descend upon the scene, Hulk wants to stay and fight, but Banner convinces him to leave, which results in Wiles being arrested for Garrett's murder. Now later, we see Bruce Banner calling Matt Murdock from a payphone, and that's where the issue ends. And this would actually go on to be a crossover series where the Unipower is passed from hero to hero. And so in the next issue, which reveals that Matt Murdock has agreed to represent Wiles, the Unipower bonds with Daredevil, and then of course it goes on from there. Now maybe we'll cover this story if it's something that you guys are interested in, but for now, we'll just focus on the Blue Hulk. As I said earlier, this is unfortunately all that we get to see of the Blue Hulk. The Unipower leaves him, and as far as I know, never bonds with him again. And the really disappointing part of the Hulk having this power for such a short period of time is that we don't get to see him him use the power to its full potential, not by a long shot. He just beats up some robots and then leaves. And so it's sort of a dissatisfying conclusion, but even though we never get to see it fully realized, the potential of the Hulk being bonded with the Unipower is immense. And just to get a sense of why, I want to run through the abilities that the Unipower typically grants its hosts. So typically, anyone who possesses the Unipower has their appearance changed to don a Captain Universe uniform. But this change is not just aesthetic. It actually grants an extra layer of protection to the user by forming a protective layer of molecules around them that protects them from radiation, extreme temperatures, or any number of harmful substances. While the Hulk does not don the traditional uniform of Captain Universe, he does turn blue, which means that his layer of protection is probably present for him as well. Other hosts of the Unipower have also displayed a wide array of powers such as flight, telepathy, and have been able to manipulate energy, time, and even matter in reality. And so when we're talking about the Unipower, it can turn anyone it bonds to into an entity that is well beyond Omega level. And that's especially true with someone that's already as powerful as the Hulk is. Granted, the Unipower was weakened when it possessed the Hulk, but I still think that we only saw the smallest fraction of what the Hulk was capable of doing with it. And it's a shame that we didn't see him keep it longer or go up against a bigger threat during this short time as the Blue Hulk. But that's about it, guys. Like I said, only a brief appearance as the Blue Hulk, and while we didn't really get to see much out of him, knowing what we know about both the Hulk and the Unipower, we know he would be capable of some incredibly impressive feats if he needed to. I mean, we're talking about an incredible Hulk that would have virtually any superpower he needed: energy projection, time travel, reality warping, matter manipulation on a universal scale, all kinds of crazy things, right? It really would be a ridiculously OP Hulk. And to give you guys perspective, this goes way beyond Heart of the Monster Hulk, way beyond that, way beyond Herald of Galactus Hulk. This turns Hulk into a cosmic entity. But with that being said, guys, we're going to bring this video to an end. Let me know down in the comments section what video you want me to do next, right? Because we're kind of running out of characters to do. And honestly, I kind of like the idea of mashing up characters that we don't normally get to see, right? Like if we had Franklin Richards, who got the Infinity Gauntlet, or if we had Iron Man, who had the power of the Beyonders, or like if Wolverine became the Spectre from DC Comics, right? We got to learn to think out of the box, guys. We got to learn to think out of the box and make up our own stuff. But anyway, yeah, guys, we're going to bring this video to an end. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you all later. Peace.